push the outer limits and find out what you can do. And what you normally find out is you can do a lot more than you realize.
You know, we were told by a lot of people that, like, you can't make a feature, too young, you got to raise a bunch of money.
But Mackenzie Martz, Devin Arnone, and Devon Gulati did not heed the naysayers. These graduates from Bentonville High School's first ever film program knew they had an important story to tell.
When you find a story that's worth telling and you find people that support you, you can really make about any kind of film or story happen.
And the story they found worth telling is about Mackenzie's late grandfather, David Glass. Glass, who served as chief executive of Walmart stores from 1988 to 2000, oversaw one of the retailer's greatest periods of growth. He also loved baseball. In 2000, Glass bought the Kansas City Royals, a team that needed to be rebuilt and needed wins. In 2015, Glass's team won the World Series.
And I realized I wanted people to hear this story because there aren't many leaders like him anymore.
And she was telling me the story, and she's like, can I borrow some gear? And I'm like, you got a lot of story here. And she's like, maybe we could do something cool with it.
After successfully raising funds, the trio embarked on a filmmaking journey.
Interviewing people and asking questions and learning more about, his life.
For Devin and Devin, the project became an intimate glimpse into a man they'll never meet.
The more and more we got involved, the more we learned about his impact on the local area, but also, across the world with Walmart, and his leadership and his passion for people and family. Just got to learn quite a bit about, how a leader should approach business.
For Mackenzie, creating the film was an emotional tribute to a man she deeply loves, admires, and misses.
I think that's kind of why it took us a long time to make the film, because I just wasn't ready, and I think my family wasn't ready. So it took a lot emotionally, and they were kind of my backbones through this, and they helped me push through it.
The completed documentary was featured at the Bentonville Film Festival, where tickets sold out quickly. The film was embraced with enthusiasm by Walmart associates as well as the community.
This story is a story that needs to be told to the locals here for them to get a great understanding of who David Glass was, because a lot of people know the name, but not many people know the story behind him.
And did you know? Mackenzie, Devin, and Devin are Bentonville High School graduates who say this documentary would not have been possible without the skills they learned in school. So we wanted to know,
who was your film teacher?
Scott Fusselman.
Will you just send him a message? I'll put it on camera.
Yeah.
He's actually coming to our premiere.
Yeah. Shout out
Scott Fuss.
Yeah.
we tracked down their former teacher, Scott Fusselman.
Originally came to Bentonville in 2011 I was hired as the video production teacher. They were starting the program. The two Devins and Mackenzie were such a joy to teach. As you can imagine and have seen as they've gotten older, super talented, creative. Any school assignment they got, anyone in the class would tell you, wow, that was different. That was on a whole nother level. And each of them, from early on, did that consistently. Just a lot of wows in their time in high school.
And that final wow for Mr. Fusselman was viewing the story of Mr. Glass.
So my wife and I went to watch the documentary, and once it started and got into the story, that's what, I was so proud of them. Tried to stress that during their time as students is, you get the unique ability to tell a story, and everyone can tell it differently. And to see the way that they covered that was just so awesome.
Trained in Bentonville, telling a Bentonville story, premiering at the Bentonville Film Festival. It's a unique story in a unique city.
This is not a typical smaller town at all. There are opportunities everywhere.